What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Sorry, guys. I have not been posting the way I said I was gonna be posting. Work is up and down. Y'all know how this pandemic right now. I'm just trying to fight and get work like the rest of y'all. But I kind of do want to show y'all some of my upgrades to my trailer. I have upgraded my trailer since the last video. So if y'all want to go look at the last video, but the last video gives more detail of what everything does, what the water tank does, what this and what that does. Now this video is just going to show y'all some upgrades to that trailer. I'm not going to go in specific on a lot of other things, but y'all gonna enjoy the new upgrades to the trailer. So let's get started. Woo. All right, so here's the trailer. I took the sticker off the back. I don't remember y'all seen that I had the back. It just said pressure washing and my phone number. I took it off. I was trying to sell the truck, but I ended up having to get a little ding. I got a ding there and a couple dings, and so I just hanged on to the truck, man. Y'all know how I was saying how this truck is not capable to pull this. It's still not, but I mean, my lifters went out twice, a bunch of stuff, but overall it's still pulling my trailer. So yeah, this is it right here. Let me take a little walkthrough. I still have my Honda. The Honda's still going strong, man. Still beautiful. I am currently at 667 hours. That's kind of a lot. I mean, most people are up there in the 800-900s. I'm filling up right now because I want to show y'all some other little features I have. So that's why I'm filling up just a little bit. I'm not going to fill up too much water. So yeah, there's the 8-gallon. The reel still stayed the same, but I did add this bad boy right here. Remember on the last video, it was a 4-gallon sitting right here. Now I have another 8. So I have two 8-gallons. This one right here is a belt driven. That one I bought pretty much off the showroom floor. It came pretty much what you see right there with the gas can, the battery on the skid with everything, pretty much real pretty right there. This one right here I built myself. Y'all know the Predator right here, you get that at Harbor Freight. I bought a Harbor Freight motor. Went to Washmart, Marco Ramonda, and I got the pump and I got the gearbox. The skid underneath there, see that skid? That skid was actually from my 4-gallon. So I took the motor off, took everything off, but I kept, for some reason, not for some reason, but this motor actually had the same footprint as the other motor. So we didn't even need to put new bolts down or put new holes. This one pretty much sat exactly where the other one was sitting. This is actually free standing right now. I have a couple of, this is real ghetto, guys. I mean, it's ghetto as shit. But I have a couple of pieces of wood for now, just holding it up, just as extra support. I could have bought a little spacer and put a little spacer right there. I mean, I'm gonna, but as of right now, see, it's a Comet TWA8036, which is an 8.5 gallon per minute, but pretty much does an 8-gallon. Pretty much does what an 8-gallon does. What I did notice, which was pretty interesting, this one right here compared to this one is a lot stronger. I don't mean stronger as in PSI. I mean, you could just feel, I don't even know how to explain it. You could just feel that it has just a lot more kick to it. It has a lot more punch to it. And that's because a couple people say because it's direct drive. So you get a little bit more power from the direct drive versus the belt driven. Why did I do a gear driven versus a belt driven when I built this one? Because it was cheaper. Overall, it was just cheaper. Like I'm saying, I spent maybe, with a 2-year warranty on that one, I paid about $800, $300, and another $800. So total, honestly, in total, I'm thinking I budgeted about $2,200, $2,200. But remember, this one didn't come with nothing, so I had to go buy this at where the hell did I buy that at? Academy. I bought that at Academy for $50. Then I had to buy the the cables to tap into that battery. So you know, this one didn't come. This one didn't come with all the other stuff that one did. So I had to pretty much put everything together. That was the difference between buying one off the showroom and me having to piece one together one by one. And my son is gonna enjoy the trailer. So right now I have 2 8-gallons, and I'm loving it right now. I can do so much with 2 8-gallons. Yes, I do eat water a lot faster though. I do have 525 gallons, but do the math, guys. 525 gallons divided by 16 gallons a minute. I'm only getting well, here's right here is where this is how much I'm getting per minute, how much I can do in an hour. I'm loving the 2 8-gallons. I could do so much with them, man. I mean, ridiculous. Also, before I get into my soft wash shot, I did upgrade my surface cleaner, so now I do have a big guy. Got a big guy. It's a 28-inch surface cleaner, a big guy whisper wash. 28. I mean, dude, this thing runs so beautifully on the 8 gallons. I could put them on either one. I could put it on either one of them, and it just hums, guys. Hums. Here's a couple of videos of it in action. You see, dude, I mean, this thing is a monster. I also shout out to Chad Ramirez. I still do have my 20-inch surface cleaner. I rarely use this thing, guys. I rarely use it. I'm not saying I don't use it. I'm just saying I rarely, guys. I can knock out a driveway. I can knock out that driveway right there with the big guy in 45 minutes. This guy right here, I mean, take a little longer. I mean, this guy has made me money. I've done so much with it. It's nothing wrong with it. I just don't use it. So we put it on this this rack right here. It's a custom built racks. I mounted that myself. Yeah, I mounted it myself. Yes, I did. And it comes with a lock on it. You see? So it's pretty much like one of those lawnmower, those lawn trailers. This is like the weed eater on the side. This is pretty much what it is. It won't come up. It ain't gonna come off. It ain't gonna fall. It's sturdy as hell. Look at that. It doesn't even move too much. I did block my number. As you can see, the number did get blocked on there. But I mean, guys, if they really want my service, my phone number is right there, and my phone number is on this side. They'll be able to find it if they really need my service. So, I mean, I did lose it. And it just so happened to work out that way right there, to where it blocks exactly my number. There was no other place to put it. I could have put it right here in the front, right here, but then I wouldn't have been able to get in on this side. You know, I like to or even pull that out. It's going to be a difficult thing. The reels still stay the same. Okay, here is my only problem with this guy. Is it takes up too much damn real estate. Look at it. I don't know where the hell. I can't put nothing else. I put stuff on top. I put stuff in there. I put stuff around it. But look, for the most part, this pretty much takes a lot of space. The same guy that fabricated these right here for me, the same guy that did it he wants to fabricate maybe a 2-foot platform that goes right here, to where I can put the surface cleaner on top of that platform and still have enough room to put buckets, pump sprayers, and stuff underneath it. So that way I can still utilize underneath it and still have this on top. It's something that's, you know, we're gonna eventually do, but right now, I mean, this is how I have it. We could have I was gonna cut this, move the ladder, and put a little platform right here, and put the big guy right here. But it's gonna kind of mess up my turning. When I turn, I'm gonna jackknife and probably hit it. So I just kind of left it as is. Another good little cool feature I got is on this side, my proportioner system. I don't think I had this last time, but I got one now. I mean, I know y'all guys know what this is. I know y'all have one, but I'm just gonna run through it real quick for those that are still kind of interested in knowing what this is. So what it is there's three valves, right? One of them, it's one per chemical that we're gonna use. So let me get this out here. So what I do is well, you couldn't see them no more, but I just know now. I had bleach written on that one, I had soap written on that one, and I had water written on that one. So for the water comes up, goes around, and goes into the tank itself, okay? So that one always stays in the tank. The one for the bleach, the SH, it goes up, comes around, and it's just pretty much just a dangly stick. So I open up the drum, and I just drop it into the drum. And that's where the bleach gets picked up from. The soap is just a little hose right here. I usually put a bucket back here somewhere with some soap, and so that's where it'll draw the soap. And whenever I'm doing my soft wash, I use a 12 volt, guys. I have a 12 volt pump down here, so I can pull it out without messing it up while I come down here. You see, so I have a 12 volt Northern, everybody, you know, typical one that everybody uses. I have that one that has it's not connected at the time, right now. Like you only connect it when I need it. And it's on just the battery clips. Let me see if I can find the battery clips. Hold on. Usually I can never find stuff when you need to, huh? It always works that way. But anyways, it's on just some battery clips that I run, and I just open up the battery thing and I run the cables through there and hook it up, and that's how I charge, well, not charge, but power the battery. This big battery right here is on an alternator. I mean, it keeps getting powered by both of these guys, so I never have to charge it. So I just, whenever I need to do anything with the soft wash, I just open that up, hook up the negative and positive, and just get to work. As soon as I turn it on, I can get it, and I set it to how strong I want it. This is pretty much for roofs. I do this whenever I do roofs only. Anything else that I need soft wash on, I usually just pump spray it. Y'all know how I always love pump spraying. So anything that I need to put a lot of chemical on, like let's just say the side of this house is heavily green, I downstream and it's still heavily green, I just come back and I pump spray it. I don't pull out the whole soft wash system, because in this reason you have to flush it out, you have to prime it. My hose is the Flexzilla hose. I have 200 feet of Flexzilla hose, to 100, so I can either use 100 or tap them together and use 200. But I use that, and my soft wash gun is just a Gilmore nozzle with a J-rod in there. The J-rod looked kind of horrible, but this is pretty much all I use, what I use, and it works great. I mean, yeah, there's times where it leaks from here, or honestly right now I can't even get this off of this. I have to pretty much change this out. It won't come out. It's pretty much rusted. So there's a little bit I got to do to this gun right here, but this gun has lasted longer than any other gun that I've had. So to me, I like to use that one as a soft wash. I do have another hose that I want to use that is in the process of me buying, but I need to put it on a hose reel. And guys, if y'all know my trailer, I really don't have much place to put stuff. But y'all should know my trailer by now. I mean, if y'all follow my YouTube, I love to talk about my trailer a lot. Let me turn the water off, because that's more than what I need. The bad thing is I can't fit my reclaim system nowhere. So this thing has to get pulled off, and it gets pulled in and out of the garage every time I back it in, because I have no place to put it on the trailer. I used it just the other day. It works great still. I mean, it has a big old extension cord. I just run the extension cord where I need to and start puddle sucking where I need to, and works amazing. Oh, another little cool feature that I did. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Another cool little feature that wasn't added, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I added this little feature. With 2 8-gallon minutes, the only hose that I have on there is that one right there, right? My regular one that goes up the tank, and it goes in right here. Right, so this is my only water filling hose. Filling up takes forever. Y'all know how that goes. Y'all should know it takes forever to fill up. So sometimes whenever I need 2 hoses, I use one. I get my Flexzilla hose, I unravel it, and I hook it up to either the other side of the house or to the commercial building, wherever I need the other one, and I tap it in right here. Let me get up here. I tap it in right here. You see? And this just drops down, and it drops right into the tank, and I can continue filling with 2 hoses. I didn't have this. every time I wanted to add another hose, I would have to take the whole top off, unscrew it, take out the bypass hoses, unscrew it, put the other hose in, put something heavy on here to keep the lid way down, because that other hose kind of shoots up. And I lost my lid. Not gonna lie, I lost the lid just a couple weeks ago. I lost one of my lids. It wasn't putting down right. So this is a brand new lid. It don't look brand new, but this is a brand new lid. I had to put brand new holes in it. And so I said, you know what? I'm never gonna open it again. Let me just put this, and this is just screwed on there. It's not nothing fancy, nothing on the bottom. I just screwed it on there. It's kind of cheesily on there. Oops, I just took the ring out. But it's just cheesily on there. But I rarely use this. Well, not rarely, but when I do, I just hook up the hose. I don't have the hose putting too much tension on it. I kind of like just let it lay up here, hook it up, and then I can run one of the hoses, or maybe even 200 feet to where I need to. So that's kind of a good thing why I use this hose too. I don't use it just for soft washing. I could also use it as another hose to fill up my tank. Because guys, sometimes, man, that's really the hardest thing, is to make sure you have water and make sure you keep water up. I could use just one hose off one machine. The water will stay pretty much level. If for any reason I need to kick on both of my machines, that water level just drops dramatically fast, horribly fast, ridiculously fast. It's not even, it's a pain in the butt. But if you put two of them on there and get enough water flowing, you'll be good. All right. Another couple things I want to show y'all is, y'all know me, I'm a fan of, I call them the snub noses. I don't know what the hell y'all want to call them. I like these little guns, man, especially when I'm washing the house. I do have the long guns in there. You see, I have the wands and this and that and everything, but guys, my little snub noses, I love them. So these J-rods are both rated for 8 gallons, so I could use them for either one of the machines. I primarily use this one because of the Davis intruder tip. Davis intruder tip is pretty much just a longer, I can reach a lot higher. That's pretty much all it is. I can just point out, shoot, change it up to where I need it to go. And the only bad thing is about this right here, as you can see, is that a lot of times when you put it down, you lay it down, there's a chance that you're gonna break this right here. It doesn't look, it's made of metal and it looks pretty good, but like I'm saying, there's always a chance that you could turn around, hit something, this long ass stick hanging out. You see what I'm saying? So, bah, you're gonna hit your tip somewhere, guys. And then this one's just a standard, regular, basic, same old. But I do use those religiously. This gun right here, I bought it off of Amazon. It works pretty good. I had no problems with it. Bought it off Amazon for 30, 40 bucks. I don't know. I added a new brush, just a scrubbing brush, just a hard ass brush in case I need to scrub anything. Got my squeegee still in case, I just used it the other day as well. They didn't want water coming in the entrance, so I had my buddy help push the water as I was cleaning. All right, so let me show y'all some of my little fun features, my little extra features that I added on there, that unnecessary features, but I added them just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna start with this remote. I have it connected on there. Hold on. Sorry, my neighbor's cutting the grass too. And that's my dog, Roxy. Hey, girl. That's Roxy. All right. So the first one is this one right here. I don't know if I showed y'all this one on the last one, but it's A and B button. A kicks on. You're not gonna be able to see it. But A kicks on, there's a light in there. Here's a picture of the light. Boom! You see how it lights up, illuminates? I use that at night. I don't drive around with that. I'm scared to drive around with the light on because, shit, I don't want, that's just a light to flies, man. If I'm somewhere washing and that light's on and people see it, they're gonna get attracted to it. They're gonna wanna know what it is. It could be either people wanting business or bad guys. I don't know what you want to call them, guys. You know what I mean. It's 2020. It's a little tougher out here nowadays, and so, they see somebody working at night, full trailer with the lights on. They're gonna go and they get some ideas, or just in general, you could just get some cops. I don't know if it's legal or not legal, but I don't ride with it on. I just use it for I carry the remote with me when I'm out there working, and I kick it on just to check water level, just to make sure that I am where I need to be. If I get any lower, stop, I say I use that for that, but it's always for shits and giggles. I was in traffic the other day, and I did kick it on while we were stuck in traffic, and I did look pretty cool, and I did feel pretty cool, but then I was also scared. So yeah, so choose. Remember, I also had purple. Look, here's purple. But the thing about purple was I was also scared because it looked kind of blue. So I don't know. And then okay, so then B is that light. Ooh, pretty light. Just a little flashing light. Nothing fancy, and there's no actually necessarily reason why I have it. I just have it out there whenever I just do jobs. I have that little light just flashing. I do put my cones out. I do have cones. You can see the cones. I put the cones in the front and the back. But there's times where I just put the little flashing light on. Or there has been a couple times where I was driving in a rainstorm, and I put the flashing lights on, while it was raining, so that way they could just know that I had a trailer back there. It's all ran in the battery. I have the switch for this. Switch is an A and B switch. B, and then A is the water, is the water light. So this one controls those two. And then I got this bad boy. I put it in here. That everybody knows what this remote is. This remote looks very familiar to most. I put it in here. I hang it on my neck because I don't like having it in my pocket because I always press the button. But for y'all that don't know, this is the downstream injector remote for the battery operate, or the downstream injector ball valve, motorized ball valve. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all my setup real quick, and so that way y'all can get an idea of how it works and what it looks like, and so on and so forth. So let me set it up for y'all real quick so y'all can take a little quick gander. I'm gonna get a ball valve here. Everybody knows what a ball valve is, and I'm gonna put it on the end of this hose. Hold on, 1 second. All right, okay. So I put my ball valve on there because I'm gonna turn it on for y'all, and I just gonna put it right there. And then also, while I'm getting into that injector, I spent a little bit of money, and I got me a, where's the name of it? Right there. A Evero spec, whatever the fuck, super sud sucker. This bad boy right here pulls at 50%. So this guy right here pulls a little bit stronger than the regular little brass ones that we normally use. I say we because I used to use it all the time. But the little brass ones have the little ceramic ball valve, and that little ball in there always gets stuck, always gets, I've always had problems with that injector. So I bought a stainless steel. This bad boy right here is about $115 shipped from site to door. About $115, $120, stainless steel. And guys, let me tell you, so far I love it. To me, that's the best chemical injector that I've ever had to use. I mean, not saying I've used quite a bit, but it's either that one or the Marco Raimondo one, the one that he uses. I just don't use that one because at the time of me trying to buy one, Marco was sold out. So he was sold out. I needed one, so I went to that Envero spec or whatever, and I got that one. To me, it works amazing. All right, so I'm gonna come over here so that way when I do turn my equipment on, y'all can hear me talk still. All right. So let me turn on the pressure washer and get the remote. Daddy, go close the door. All right. So let me get back up here. Let me turn on the pressure washer. And that's off a cold start too. I have not turned it on all day. I mean, it's a beautiful day, but I have not turned it on. Okay, so let me tell y'all real quick. So I have hose coming from here, going into the box, and it comes out Right here. This is my dipstick hose. See, right now I have regular soap in there right now. There's nothing fancy. It just has regular soap to show y'all how the thing works. Almost fell. But yeah, I don't have nothing, no bleach. All right. So for y'all that don't know what that damn little box injector thing is, it's whenever you're washing the house and say you're way in the back of the house and you're washing, right? Nothing. At any moment, you press the button. All you gotta do is press the button. I'm trying to do it with one hand. Press on. And other people have flashing lights, other people have other stuff. I installed green lights on the bottom of my trailer. All on my trailer, I have green lights. Those lights, when those lights are on, that indicates that the chemical thing is open. Whenever they're off, now they're off, you see? Off, the lights are off. That means that the chemicals, the ball's closed. On, the lights are on, you see? I did that because I know Gringo sells the ones with a flashing light and everybody sells them with a flashing light. But the way my trailer's set up, man, if I'm washing and I'm washing over here somewhere in the front, I can't see that damn flashing light. Can y'all see a flashing light? No. So I have those green lights all around the trailer. So anywhere that I'm at, as long as I can see the trailer, I can see one of those green lights. So that's why I did it that way. Right now, the light is on. I haven't pulled it. Now I pulled the trigger. Give it a couple seconds. Hold up. See? So now I could just be soaping. Right now it's just soap, so I can throw it on my truck. But you see? Soapy. And also, guys, I downstream, I'll tell y'all right now too, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to always tell y'all, depending on the house and how strong I would make my mix and how this and that. Dude, I downstream 100% every time. I downstream 100% with some soap, and that's it. So it's just a 5-gallon bucket that I put. I'll explain. I'll show you the bucket. But look, you see, that's on. That's soap. Soap is on. Washing. The lights are on. I turn it off. Hold on. Ready? Press the off button. Off. The little green lights have turned off. You can't see it. I guess you can't see it because of the way the camera is. But the lights are turned off. And then you go. So right now that's regular soap. Still soap. It's coming. I have 200 feet on there. All right, now there's water. You see? No more soap. And honestly, it is a little luxury. You don't need that chemical injector on your, to do a house. But boy, let me tell you how fucking amazing it is to not have to walk to the back, to the front, to the back to unhook that damn, to unhook the chemical hose. Okay, I know people say, I just wanted to rinse the soap off. But look, y'all see how it looks. Soap's there, no more soap. Ooh, real pretty, real cool. All right, let me turn it off and let me explain some stuff. Ugh. Look, you see, when you throw stuff down, you gotta watch that tip of not damaging it. All right, so like I was saying, I know some people would like to say that they just changed their J-rod. They changed their tip and be like, I changed my tip, now it don't pull soap no more. Yeah, because it's high pressure. If you change the J-rod, I could do that too. I could leave the soap hooked up and then just change the J-rod and soap won't come out. But guess what? That's stronger pressure. So I don't need that. I like soft washing. I like to use soft. I like to use just regular light water. So the tips that I use, guess what? They pull soap. So I just hang on to this, press off, press on, and I go. And my process of washing the house, I'm sure everybody's is different. My process is I get there, set up, blah, 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 blah. I wet the house. You know, after taping and this and that, I wet the house, wet one side. Say I start from the back. I'll do the back and maybe angle it off, do an L shape. Wet it. Once I get to the other side, press the button, start soaping all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. Stop, move to the other side, wet the other side while the chemical's still on one side. I wet the other side. I soap up that wet side that I just did. Go back, rinse the soapy part that I did the first part, and by the time I finish rinsing that part, the second part should already be ready to be rinsed as well. So then I just knock out all the rinsing right there, and then move on to the other side of the house and continue going that way. Downstream, like I was saying, I downstream 100%, guys. 100% I downstream, which is just a 5-gallon bucket filled with SH, and I just put some surfactant in there, which surfactant of your choice. But I fill it up, 5 gallons full with just straight 12.5, put some soap in there, and then I go shoot that shit. That's what I do now. And let me tell you, I mean, it works beautifully, it works faster, cleans better. I mean, of course, if it's something sensitive, like you can't put too much chemical on a certain thing, of course I dial it down, I do this and that. But for the most part, I get to a house, I fill it up 100 and I go. No more of this whole, let me see how much, 30% this, 75%, 50%. No, I do 100%. Because by the time it comes out of my pressure washer, 8 gallons a minute, it kind of gets diluted anyway. So, and that chemical injector pulls, but I mean, I'm telling you, it doesn't pull everything. Like it pulls 50% as well. It doesn't pull real super strong. So to me, that chemical injector, the chemical injector that I pull a lot of soap with is amazing for my house washes. Let me show y'all how. I remember y'all, okay guys, I did upgrade again a little bit, little fun stuff that extras. I added this. Let me close my thing. I added this. It's a drum pump. The drum pump goes inside the drum. Open up the lid, it goes inside there, and I can just pump out my bleach. Remember, I don't know, I'm telling y'all, my followers that have followed me for a while, I used to hook up the little 12-volt battery, little 12-volt pump right here, have the little 12-volt, have it come out, and then find a bucket to rinse that 12-volt out, and that would be how I got bleach out. Now, I bought this right here off Amazon for $29, and let me tell you, it works amazing. You put it in there, you just give it a couple of good pumps up top, make sure the top is closed. A couple good, you know, come on fellas, go back to your younger days. A couple good little and it'll start pumping out, and it'll just gravity feed. And so I just put my 5-gallon bucket right here and give it a few little, it starts pumping out, and as soon as I need it to get to where I need to, I just open up the top, release the pressure, and everything stops. And that's pretty much how it goes. I do clean this after every day of using it. I mean, I don't clean it after every time I do it, but after every day that I'm out there, I come home and I kind of rinse this out to keep it lasting. It's 30 bucks. 30 bucks is 30 bucks, but still. Back of my truck, I got just a broken hose in my shoes, in case y'all are wondering. And in my toolbox, I got chunk on top of chunk. Extra shoes, I got plastic to wrap. I got the back guard, which stops the chemicals, stops the water from going down the drains. I got a wheel to measure. I got a fishing magnet, because sometimes I like to fish. Fishing magnet. I got extra boots, got hard hat. Chemicals, I got some of that taggerator, whatever the hell. I had a couple masks, but they got kind of gross. Some masks, I got extension cord. Got a couple things back here, I really don't. This hose is a cheap ass hose. This hose busted on me. I can even see where it busted on me, you see? Hose busted on me. Might take it to a place and have them just cut it here and put 2 ends and have 2 small hoses. But guys, I don't know who y'all are using. Maybe y'all could write in your comment if y'all found the best shoe. But Look at these shoes, guys. Look at these shoes. How can you pressure wash with fucking wash? As soon as I step in any kind of puddle, dude, my socks are soaked. These are actually newer than these. These are my newer ones, and look what happened. I could literally see my finger on the inside. And these right here are not any better either. Look at these. And then look. Look at that. Stick my hand all the way in there. So if y'all have some good, these are from Northern. Same with these. These are just a cheaper version of them, just a cheaper brand. So these were 130 bucks, and these were 60 bucks, and these lasted them a hell of a lot longer than these did. Gravel gear, that shit sucks. So let y'all know on that one. All right. So okay. So back to, sorry guys, sorry to get off track. Back to this over here. So yeah, look. What I did was I just have maybe about a 10-foot chemical hose, you see? So I can put this anywhere I need to put it to suck the chemical whenever I'm doing the my downstreaming. And this one right here, this is also interchangeable as well, which means I can unhook it from here and move it over there to this pressure washer. So I only have one chemical injector at the moment because they're, like I said, they're $100 and something. So right now I just have one chemical injector, which is that one, and that one goes back and forth. This week I did do a building wash and I had a helper, and one of us was throwing the soap and the other person was rinsing, you see? So we didn't have to stop, we didn't have to press the button off and on, off and on. We just left him soaping and I was rinsing, and we kind of just played it like that. I mean, I could have had two chemicals, two soaps, two going, two everything, but right now I just have it one guy doing one guy doing the other. It's on this one because for me, I prefer the Honda. Like I'm saying, I still use the Honda daily. The Honda is my baby. I use that one religiously every day. This one right here is my backup, whenever I need it, just come help me. This is it. The same fuel tank, same 4 hours per gas 4 hours of working time with those. Let me show you under the battery, guys. Y'all are probably gonna say this is stupid, this is not proper, this is whatever the hell, but this is the way I have it. It looks horrible, I know. This is for one of the lights, this is for the other light, this is for one pressure washer, the other pressure washer. There's one switch here, the other switch is over there for the remotes. Yeah, so whenever I do bring the battery, I don't know what it says, I can find one. I see him, I think I can find one. Hold on. Oh yes, I did, look, you see, so these are for my, hey, there it is. Oh damn, one fell off. Oh, one fell off. It's all right, I just use one for now. See, so this is for the soft wash, for that pump over there. I just get it and I take off the thing and I hook it up, and then I hook up the other one, which it fell off, but like you see. So if I put it here, oh, should be working, but it's not. So that means something in here is disconnected right there. Look, you see that right there is disconnected. So let's see if it works. Ready? I'm gonna turn the water on. So the water's full. Let's see if it kicks on. Might not, I don't know. Yep, see, it kicked on. We got water flowing. Uh-oh, it's hitting the side over here. That's why it doesn't look like it's flowing too much. Ready? So now it's right there. Let me hook up the little battery real quick. So now I have water. That's water coming from the water tank. You see? So that's water coming from right up through here. And that hose goes all the way down to the bottom of the tank, and it kind of sits down there. So I don't have to worry about, oh, am I reaching it? Am I reaching it? It sits down there. Then this guy, whenever I just have him not using him, I just throw him back there to the backside over here. You see, I just kind of throw him right there. And that's pretty much about it. That is my trailer setup, my new trailer setup. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. So some of my little cool features are actually a whole new 8-gallon, the downstream injector, the rack that I added, the little plus and things I added up there, the Davidson shooter tip sitting his funky self over there, my big guy, the big guy. And this one, real quick, for those that have never seen underneath one of these, this one is called a 4-tip spray bar. Let me show y'all what that is, a 4-tip spray bar. This one is a 2-tip spray bar. 2 tips. Where is it? 1, 2. It's on 1 bar, 2 tips, you see? This bad boy is 1 bar, 4 tips. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it? 3, 4. So this one is a bigger bar, but it has 4 tips coming out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 4-tip spray bar, versus a 2-tip spray bar. They're both rated for my 8 gallons, so I could use, if I want, I can use both of them at the same time on the surface cleaner and just get to work. I mean, both of them on both machines and go. So the way everything is set up on mine, let me see if I can. The way everything's set up on mine is I can use any gun for any one of the machines. I can use any surface cleaner for any one of the machines. I mean, they're both 8 gallons, so it's not like, oh, this one belongs to this one and this one belongs to that one. As far as the hose reels, the same thing with the hose reels. I could just switch them, and depending on which hose reel I want to use at the time is the hose reel that I'm going to connect to the pressure washer that I'm going to use at the time. So that's what I love about that. I have 2 8 gallons that are the same, because I could pretty much, one is a little, I can feel that it's a little stronger, but the same rules apply as far as the same orifice, the same pressure tips, the same everything. All that still applies on there. So it's pretty nice. I do have a couple other little tanks over here. Look, I have a 35 and I have a 20 gallon. This 20 gallon I use whenever I have like a roof or I have something big. That's 20 gallons on top of my 55 gallons. So I can go to NAPCO and I can get 75 gallons of bleach in case I have something big. That 35 gallon, I still don't know what to do with it just yet. And I also have that's weird. Oh yeah, I also have a 16 gallon tank. I think that square tank was on my trailer last time. I'm not sure, but I think it might have been. But I took it off. Don't know what to do with it. It's just sitting here. If y'all know what I could do with the tank, I was gonna put it for soap and this and that, but I don't have that much room on my trailer, and I don't really want to. I still, like I said, y'all know me. I'm still a fan of cheap old. Let's go take a look at my trash can real quick. Y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm still a fan of cheap soaps as surfactants. So I just use corner store. I use Gain. I use whatever surfactants I want to use. Not want to use, but what I got my hands on. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, I know I haven't been doing videos lately. I have quite a bit of video, but if y'all follow my Facebook, I do a lot of lives as well. Follow my Facebook. Just find StreamWash pressure washing. I do a lot of live videos. I was doing live when I was doing a building wash. I was doing live when I was doing a roof. So yeah, just if you want to follow me, I do a lot of lives too. I try to get more active on social media. But like I'm saying, guys, I'm just as struggling for work like the rest of y'all out here. But let's push through it, guys. Let's do it. Let's keep washing. All right, guys. Till next time.